Guys, so how much is a Frenchie worth? I tell you, everything in life is worth the value that you give it objectively. The General, shout out to my guy, and so many other dogs that we're planning on getting. They're worth kind of what we make them. You are what you make yourself. You get whatever time you get on this earth, and you get a chance to do the best you can with it. Now, I never understood, and I still don't to this day, the hype around a dog. And even when I look at my own, be it Zara, be it Ego, be it Tron, be it Cha-Cha, when I'm looking at Nala, Hera, Maya, I mean, it's a lot of dogs. Ego, I'm like, what's the hype? It's just a damn dog. And as I've said, if you've listened before, my grandfather said, never castrate a dog, and don't forget a dog is a dog. And you see these stories of people get chewed up. Scratching my head around the Frenchie, because now, fast forward from COVID, and even with my own associates as they jumped into this space, I've seen a lot of people slow down. I've seen a lot of people scratching their heads trying to figure out what to do next, because they got into this thing thinking they were going to make a lucrative amount of money. Chris Moore drove down here to pick up 4 Bulldogs because of people getting out of what you guys call a game. But it's never a game when you're playing with someone's life. Now, I treat them as dogs. I'm not going ha-ha, kiki, and do all the extra love stuff. We have a good time. Eagle gave me 2 miles yesterday, and he had been struggling condition-wise. But when you're looking at the French Bulldog, what makes it unique or different, what I see a lot of times is color. What colors can we create, you know? Now you've got the rope thing. Now, how many more deformities can we put on a dog? One of the worst things that ever happened to a breed of any dog is humans. When humans can influence what happens next, a lot of times things go left. That's the truth. They don't always get better. And then every now and then you see this act of kindness. Matter of fact, there's a show on Netflix called Dogs. And I said, what the hell is this? Why haven't I seen this? And the first episode is the mascot of Butler, big college, Butler. Blue is a bulldog. And I think they're on the 4th iteration. Well, the guy needs a liver replacement. Yeah, I think a liver replacement, and found that his brother could help him. He didn't use the dog's profile, but he believes that because people love him and what he's done in building this dog idea out, they came to his rescue. So much so that the hospital had to shut down how many people were submitting forms to try to help give him a liver. Brother is a culprit, so he should be fine. What's going on there? Man, what I will tell you is that if you're trying to start off and just grow accustomed to, you know, having a good dog, your French Bulldog is probably going to be the dog to start with, because it doesn't require a lot. If someone sells you hype in terms of color, not health, and this goes back to the cat. I talked to a lot of cat breeders, and I'm definitely still getting the Maine Coon. What I learned was there were people who said, well, they're bigger cats, so they're going to have heart problems. Then there were breeders who said if someone doesn't talk about the heart problems or test for it, then that's probably an issue. So I'm going, like the look of these cats, like the color of these cats, like the style of them. I like the extra paw. I like the pointy ears. I like the hair at the end. But we're not talking about the things that mean something to me. And that's health, nutrition. That's making sure that the cat or dog lives a good life. And Rodney Habib, Dr. Karen Becker posted something about French Bulldogs recently, and they said you basically cut the years down by 3 years, just because people have put their hands on it, and when they're not testing for things, they're creating more problems. Guys, pace yourself in this space. We don't want to do bad breedings. We don't want to focus, or let alone have bad dogs. And the only way to do that is kind of to let the dog grow up, and that in itself becomes a thing. We're going to do a lot of fun stuff at the 4-week mark with these pups. We're going to think about this weekend things that we can build to test their cognitive skills, and we'll talk more about cognitive development as we get closer to a space where they're thinking. Take care of your dogs, people.